Do you want to know the best place to buy affordable synthetic wigs? Check this video out. Hey, Lazygirl Approved fam. I am back today with another video. This time it is not a review. It is a what sites do I use? What sites do I recommend? What sites are safe to buy affordable wigs? I see you guys asking that a lot, both in my stuff, my YouTube channel, and I see it in the various groups that I'm in on social media, like where do you guys buy wigs? So I wanted to just make a quick video, hopefully it'll be quick, on the sites that I have been using for the last couple of years, as well as which ones I do not recommend and why. So let's get into it. So of course, we're going to start number one with my site, Lazygirl Approved. I have lots of wigs here. I don't have everything, so that's why I still shop at other sites, obviously. But I do make sure that I have high quality wigs. If I order something from the supplier and I don't think it's great quality, then I don't put it on the site. So I have great customer service. The prices are competitive, and you can click shop all. You can click by color, so you can choose blonde, whatever, black, what have you. Wigs by length, by type. I do have other things here like wig grips, as well as some Simply Styling spray, some headbands and whatnot. So obviously my site is number one for me to recommend. However, I don't have anything. And just so you guys know, if something is on here, let's go to one of these. So if something is on here and it's a brand name, it will show the brand name. I'm trying to find a brand name on here. So, for example, this one is Zuri Sis Ben. So it will say Zuri Sis Ben. It may or may not have the stock picture from the manufacturer. If it's white label, which means that I purchased it from a supplier to resell as my own brand, basically, then it'll just say Lazygirl Approved and it won't have a brand. So most of my stuff on here is white label. I am adding some manufacturer's wigs on here that I have that I'm just never going to wear, never opened, and so I will have them on my site for sale. So go check out lazygirlapproved.com, and people watching this video, if you put in YouTube in the discount code box when you're checking out, you will get 25% off your entire order. So YouTube is a discount code, 25% off your entire order. It shows up when you're going to check out. There's a box that says discount code you can enter. So now on to the other sites that I've been using basically since the beginning. So Wig Types is besides my site, it is my number one recommended site. And that is because they have amazing customer service. Out of over 3 years I've been ordering from them, never, not once have I had a problem, not received the wrong thing, or not received something where they said, they've never even said, oops, that's out of stock, which I've had from a lot of the other ones. So Wig Types is my go-to. Now they don't always have the new stuff first, and sometimes they don't have the things that I'm looking for. A lot of these sites have specific brands, like some brands they don't work with. So all right, number 3 is Elevate Styles. I order from them second most. So if Wig Types doesn't have something, then I go to Elevate Styles and see if they have something. They almost always have a sale. This website looks horrible on the computer. I usually do it a lot on my phone. But Elevate Styles, you can try to use my discount code on there. It's Lazygirl, all one word. It's 15% off, but I have found that it doesn't apply usually to brand new wigs, and then there's certain ones it just doesn't apply to. They still haven't answered me as to which ones it doesn't apply to, so just give it a try. If you use Elevate Styles, try Lazygirl at checkout, see if it gives you 15% off. Can't hurt to try if you're going to use them anyways. But Elevate Styles usually has a sale, and their customer service is great. So I've only ever had one problem with them, not problem, but something was out of stock once, but they let me know right away. They emailed me right away. So number 4 is samsbeauty.com. I've also been using this site since the beginning. This is probably the first site I ever ordered from, actually. They usually, well, they sometimes have specials. What I like to use Sam's Beauty for is oh, here we go, 2023 Customer Appreciation Sale. Hey, so they do have a sale right now, but I like to use them for their sale and deals, and their basically clearance items. They do have sometimes, or a lot of times, some wigs that you can't find anywhere else, and they will have them here. So they aren't the cheapest site for wigs, but they do usually have things that other people don't. So I use Sam's Beauty for clearance, for sales, and for things I can't find anywhere else. Again, I have never had a problem with them with customer service at all. So the next one is So Good BB. Looks like they have and this will change for some of you, depending on when you watch it. Right now they have a back to school sale. So Good BB usually has some sort of sale. And with most of these sites, just look at the banners that they have at the top. That'll usually tell you what sale is going on. Just pay attention to the fine print. Like this says code SG10, selected items only. So the best thing to do is click on that, and it'll bring you up to the ones that actually are on sale. So, hey, I have that one, I have that one. So they're not necessarily usually, again, the cheapest, but I can find things on here that I don't find elsewhere. And they do usually have some good clearance stuff. Never had a problem with their customer service at all. So I highly recommend them as well. The next one is Glamour Tress. I think that I also ordered from them way back in the beginning and have been ordering. I don't order from them as much because their prices are not usually great. They're usually pretty high comparatively, although there are some that are not. So Glamour Tress is just another one that I recommend and trust. Never had a problem with them either. So the next one is Diva Tress. Be careful with any of these. You want to go to the actual, like divatress.com, glamourtress.com. I've seen a couple times where there's been fake sites where they use all the same pictures and whatnot. So pay attention to the website address that you're at and just make sure it's legit. If it looks weird, you know, just err on the side of caution. But they usually get them taken down really quick. I went to make a video on one time, and by the time I went to record the video, they had already had the site taken down, so that's good. So Diva Tress is another one where they do have sales sometimes, but they aren't necessarily the cheapest prices. So I go here again when I am looking for a specific thing or if they have a sale or whatnot, but I've never had a problem with them. Next up is Dax Boutique. So Dax Boutique is where I go to find colors that maybe are out of stock elsewhere. It's not like a consistent thing. So it's, I'm not going to say it's the leftovers, but it's like the ones that you can't find elsewhere sometimes. And so they're not cheap. They're not, they're usually, when you can't find it somewhere else, then it's usually full price. But you can find some amazing things on here. Like I found some things that I was looking for forever and then found them on here. So it's the only annoying thing is that they don't have pagination. So you have to click show more, show more, show more, show more. But I trust Dax Boutique. I've ordered from them numerous times. They're great. The next one is wabahairsupply.com. I don't know why I clicked on that. They also have sales from time to time, and I have never had an issue with any of their wigs. And again, these are all sites that sell brand name wigs, and sometimes they have their own or like offshoots, but these are all kind of brand name affordable synthetic wigs, and they do also have some of these do actually have human hair as well. So I've never had an issue with them. There's been a couple times where something is out of stock, but they let me know right away. So good customer service. The next one is Hair Stop and Shop. Same thing as far as they're not necessarily the cheapest, but I can find things here sometimes that I can't find elsewhere, and sometimes they are. You know, you just have to pay attention to the prices. What I do is if I find a wig on a site, let me show you, for example. So Nautique Arabella. So what I do is find a wig on a site that I like, and then I will Google it, and then you click on shopping. And then it shows you the price. Now, keep in mind that, like, where's this? So this one says $29.94. Just keep in mind that different colors cost different. So a lot of times these are the base price, and then the special color may be $2 to $4 more. So, for example, let's click on this. So $29.94 wig types. Let's see, and it may be out of stock. So like here, it's out of stock, but you see how it says plus $2. So that is $29.94. The other ones that are out of stock would have been $27.94. So just keep in mind that these prices may not reflect the exact color that you're looking for. So let's try another one. Elevate Style. So $31.88. Yeah, so 1B, if you get this in a 1B, it's $29.88. If you get the hot pink, which is out of stock, it's $31.88. I love this wig. I did a review on it. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so going back over here. So Hair Stop and Shop, same thing. I've never had an issue with them. Customer service is good. I recommend them. Another one that I use occasionally is hairtobeauty.com. Hairtobeauty.com, their regular prices are usually out of control. Like they'll be like $50 for a wig, but they usually have this 40% off sale. So you just have to figure out if it's cheaper to get it with them or to get it somewhere else. Sometimes their 40% off is way cheaper than other sites. Sometimes their 40% off is still not even as cheap as other sites. So you just have to, when you have time to just kind of try to compare stuff, you know, compare. I'm looking, oh, I got excited. They had a special color of that. So I have ordered from them numerous times and have never had a problem. I can usually find things that are out of stock elsewhere here because their prices are high. So I think people just kind of steer away from them a little bit. But like I found the Charleston when it was out of, I think it was the blue color, I found it here. So if you're willing to pay, you know, full price and you really want something, this is a good site sometimes. Another one is Beauty Nation. I found them on YouTube. They do, not reviews, but they'll show the colors. So like for not every wig they get in, but certain wigs, they will actually walk through each color and put it on a mannequin and show you what that color looks like. And then they sometimes do that on their website. So I like their, you know, how they do that. So if I can't find the swatch or a video, like a review already, sometimes I'll come to Beauty Nation and see if they have that color on here, you know, showing a picture or a video. Now, they don't do it for all of them, but they do it for a decent bit. So Beauty Nation, I know they have an actual location, and they're also on YouTube, but again, never had any issues with them. I've ordered probably like 6 or 7 times from them, never had an issue. The next one is House of Hair LA. If you're Googling it, there are a couple House of Hairs, so just make sure you go to House of Hair LA. This is where I found my Zurisis Chill in tie-dye black. It was full price, so they do tend to take pictures with models, you know, so sometimes it's a little iffy when you see these wigs and they're not with the manufacturer pictures, but some of these sites do actually just, you know, have models, and sometimes it's not even models, it's, you know, customers that have taken a picture or what have you, and they use those on there. So House of Hair LA, they sometimes have things I can't find anywhere else, but again, they also are usually full price. I forgot Hair So Fly. I'm not done yet. But I forgot Hair So Fly. So Hair So Fly is another good one that I've used a couple of times and never had any problems. They also sometimes have wigs that I can't find elsewhere. And keep in mind, some of these stores don't carry certain brands. I don't know if it's because they have an issue with them or they won't sell to them. I don't know, but there's definitely something about, you know, which brands they choose to carry. For example, not everyone has Beshi or what's the other one? Shad. So the next one is United Beauty. I've ordered from them a couple times, never had any issues. This is, so the ones that I did in the first like 5 are usually the ones that that's like my go-to where I check them every day. These are, I check them every once in a while, but again, like, so this back to school buy 3, get 1 free on certain things. So you just check around for sales and whatnot and see. And sometimes they'll have something that no one else does as well. These sites that get used less, these sites that get used less tend to have stuff available longer, but again, they're usually full price. So the next one is Beauty of New York. I've used them probably 5 times, never had an issue. They aren't, there's Danielle. They aren't, I love her, from YouTube, wigtypes.com. So I don't know if does she have her own or she's just the model? That's cool. Beauty of New York, I think actually Beauty of New York might be the store, the physical store for wig types. I'm trying to remember. Anyways, Beauty of New York, I've never had a problem with them either. I don't like how this says of specials. Y'all need to fix that. That looks like it's like fake. I never had an issue. I do recommend them. Next one is My Beauty Exchange. I find a ton of stuff here that I can't find anywhere for special colors. Like, they seem to have more special colors available, it seems, than sometimes others. And they do carry a lot of Lot & Co. So what's newest drops? That is not a new drop. Sometimes things will show up under newest drops because it was a restock, just so y'all know. So those are the sites that I recommend as far as affordable wig sites. I have used other sites for more expensive wigs. So I've used Wig Studio One. I've had okay experience with that. I mean, I've not had any problems, but I've only ordered from them once or twice. So I can't say like 100%, yeah, they're great, but I can tell you it's a legit site. So, also wigs.com, I think, is the other one that I've used for the more expensive ones. Yeah. So same thing. Only ordered from them a couple times, and I've never had a problem. So they are a legit site. I have used Paula Young. I think you guys all know that's a valid site. So you have to be very intentional, to me, to wear Paula Young wigs. So what I recommend, if you purchase or going to purchase a Paula Young wig, or even the ones on Wig Studio One, or basically the more expensive ones, go look on YouTube and see if there's a review for it, because they aren't like, they're more expensive, first of all, so you want to make sure you're getting the right thing. But a lot of them don't have the same features that some of these other sites have for these affordable wigs and whatnot. And the difference really is, I'm sure you can tell, is that one type of wig is marketed towards black women and the other one is marketed towards white women. And it's not just marketing. The way that they create the wigs is also different. So for example, the affordable sites that I showed you in the beginning, some of the brands that they carry do have darker lace. So you may have to put powder on it to get it to blend properly if your skin is lighter. The like Wig Studio and wigs.com, those wigs that they carry usually have lighter lace. Not always, but they usually have lighter lace because they're catering towards white women. That's just the way it is. The other thing that you want to be careful of with the affordable ones like Wig Types and the ones I showed you in the beginning, because they do carry wigs that are marketed for and made more for women of color. Just be careful that you're not appropriating hair that is not yours or would not be yours. That's a whole debate, you know, we could get into, but I'm not going to get into it. I know some people are like, I can wear whatever I want. I don't believe that, or I don't personally feel that that's okay to, you know, wear certain types of braids or certain types of hair texture because it's not close to what my hair is. So that's my thoughts on it. So just be careful. It's super hard. I wish they would just put what texture it is. I'm still like learning the names of what different types of hair texture is called. And sometimes I don't mention it in the videos because I don't want to use the wrong thing. I think that's worse. So that's why I try to give you guys a close-up of the hair when I'm doing the 360. Sometimes I've ordered a wig. It looked, you know, close to my hair in the picture, and then when I get it in person, it is not. And usually in that instance, I have given it away, or, you know, basically I don't wear it because it's just, I don't want to appropriate. It's, you know, and some of you will argue and say I can wear what I want. You know, you can feel however you want to feel. I just try to be respectful. So there's that. What else, you guys? What else? All right, and that is it for the sites that I recommend. Oh, I forgot. So let me tell you real quickly who I don't recommend so that you can make a better informed decision. Now, this isn't to say that, first of all, this isn't to say that that I guarantee you're not going to have problems with those other sites. These are just my experiences that I haven't had problems with those people. And then same thing for what I'm about to say for who I don't recommend. That doesn't mean you're going to have a horrible experience. I'm just letting you know my experience over the last couple of years with some of these places. So the number one place I do not recommend is ebonyline.com. Sometimes they are the people, the only site that has certain wigs. So I do order them from them every once in a while, but I basically keep in mind that I may not get it. I may get screwed over. Who knows? I just go into it knowing like I may have a bad experience because I tried them like 4 times before I was like, I can't use them anymore unless it's like absolutely necessary because their customer service is horrendous. And if you go look at their reviews, you will see I'm not the only person. I've had a bunch of you comment, yeah, you've had a horrible experience as well. Something will be out of stock and they will email you. Either they don't email you at all and like a week goes by and it hasn't shipped and I'm like, hello, what's going on? And then they reply back, oh, such and such is out of stock. And then they don't even tell you what color. So for example, if I buy 2 of the same style, but 2 different colors, they'll just be like, Janet is out. And I'm like, Janet, which one is out? And they'll say, do you want something else? Here's the colors we have. Helpful, not. So then I always reply back with, please just don't include that in the order and ship the rest. So then I send that usually within a couple hours of them sending it to me. And then another week goes by, it still hasn't shipped. And then I get a shipping confirmation that they shipped it. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I get it and they shipped me the thing that they said was out of stock. So basically they waited for it to come from the manufacturer, even though I said I don't want it. And usually what I would do is they said they don't have it, and so I would go buy it somewhere else. Well, then I would end up having 2 and paying twice, basically, for the same wig. Drove me crazy. They did that like every time I ordered. The other thing they did is that before I moved here, I ordered a shipment of wigs and I paid for USPS 3-day shipping, or UPS. Yeah, it was UPS 3-day shipping, because I knew I was moving in like 7 days. And if I pay for 3-day shipping, no, I think I was moving in 10 days. I pay for 3-day shipping. They said that it's 48 hours for them to process the order. It was not on a weekend. So I'm like, it will get here. And it's UPS. So if it doesn't, UPS, I can pay extra to have it forwarded to me wherever I am. So I paid extra for that. So It took them like 4 or 5 days to get the order out. And then when they got the order out, they used USPS, so the post office, because it was way cheaper for them. So they took my whatever it was, like $40, and just used whatever they wanted. And it wasn't 3 day, they did a 7 day. So I paid for 3 days with UPS, and they shipped something with the post office that was a 7 day regular shipment. So basically screwed me over. So when I emailed them, they said, oh, we can choose whatever we want. It says that on our website. And I'm like, I get that. I don't care what carrier. I mean, I did because UPS will forward it, USPS will not. But my problem was I paid for 3 days. I literally paid way extra for 3 days, and you sent it 7 days. And they just were like, screw you. I don't care. That's your fault. You suck. Like I was like, okay, I called the post office. They won't forward it to me. So all I can do is return to sender. And basically all that was that, I was out of money. And I said, okay, what if I just do a chargeback? What if you do a chargeback? You're going to be banned from ever purchasing here again. Because they just wouldn't do anything about it. I'm like, can you credit the shipping or something? Nope, nope, nope. I've had a package lost, and it was like too bad, so sad. So basically, I paid for wigs that I never received, and they didn't care. And I had to try to fight with the post office, and I gave up because the post office wasn't helpful either and said that they had to contact them. So, horrendous customer service. I've never experienced that anywhere else, not even just with wigs, but anywhere else with anything. So, I don't recommend them. Go look at reviews. I'm not the only one. The other one I don't recommend is One Beauty World. So when Zuri Sis Lua Dua Sua came out, this site, I had never seen them before. They just popped up out of nowhere, but it looked legit. I did research, it was legit. And it is legit, but they put them up there as if they already had them. And I thought, oh my gosh, they have them before everyone else. So I ordered all three. So everyone else starts getting them. Mine hasn't even shipped yet. So Wig Types has them, Elevate Styles has them, all these sites have them. Wig Types ships same day if you order by 5 p.m. Eastern. So I would have got them the next day if I would have ordered from Wig Types once they finally got them. But One Beauty World hadn't shipped mine yet. So I'm like, hello, where is it? Where's my stuff? When are you shipping it? And they were like, oh, we don't have them. What do you mean you don't have them? So it turns out they had put them on their website 2 weeks before they actually received them, and they didn't put coming soon or what have you. And if you go to their site now, their wigs that they don't have yet do say coming soon now, because I made a giant stink and so did other people. So basically it was false advertising. They didn't have it yet. It wasn't coming soon or whatever. They made it seem like, and it said it would ship the next day. So to me, that's horrendous. And then not only that, they didn't tell me. And then when I emailed them, they were just like, oh, sorry. And so I said, cancel my order because I'm going to go order from Wig Types. You don't even have them in your warehouse right now. I'm trying to do reviews for these. Da 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 da. They argued with me back and forth, argued with me back and forth. They finally shipped one. It was a whole thing. And their prices were way more. So let's say Lua was $40, $45 on Wig Types. It was like $63 on One Beauty World. And I was like, well, for some of these, I'm willing to pay it to get it now because I really wanted it and I really wanted to do a review on it. So I was like, just cancel my order, and they wouldn't. And they shipped a partial order. Didn't tell me it was partial, so I get it, and I'm like, where's these other two? Oh, they're, back order. Just horrible communication, false advertising, all of that stuff. I had to call like 6 times. I don't have time for that. I don't have energy for that. I don't want to do that. So I do not recommend One Beauty World. They're super expensive. They do shady stuff. They never really made it right. They did give me a refund on the things that I didn't get because it was like a month and they still hadn't received them. So I was like, I'm about to blow y'all up, not physically, but like Better Business Bureau, make a, video, all this stuff. So they finally just said, okay, here's your money back. So I do not recommend them. I don't think, Ego Wigs. A lot of you guys love Ego Wigs. I tried them once. I will never do it again. So I ordered 2 of something that's been out for a while and I haven't been able to find anywhere. Like, it's been out for a while. I think it was Gelée in the blue color. and I found it on their site. I ordered 2 because I figured I would like it, and I wanted a backup. So I received my order, and I had ordered 2 other things. And I received the order, and I only received 1 gelée. So I was like, hello, where's my other one? So I emailed them, and they said, we sent you 2. I'm like, no, you didn't. I took a picture of what I received, and it was in one of those bags. It wasn't even a box, and the bag was wrapped, like taped up like crazy. So I guess somebody could have tampered with it and took it out and retaped it, but they said, let me go investigate. And they were like, oh, what happened was we thought you only ordered 1, and then we realized you ordered 2. So we added it onto the package. So basically trying to say there should be 2 separate bags taped together. So I'm like, okay, nobody tampered with it because it looks like it was taped all crazy. And I'm like, that, you may say that, but this is what I received. And so they gave me, I said, what's the tracking number? So they gave me the same tracking number. And basically at this point, we're saying there's 2 packages. And here's the tracking number, 1 tracking number. So I contacted USPS and said, do you guys do 2 packages for 1? I don't think you do for 1 tracking number. They were like, no. So they were like, well, we did. Ego Wigs, we did. Okay, well, I didn't receive it. Like, what are we going to do here? So they said, oh, we went and looked at the security tape, and they did put 2 in there. Okay, can you send me that? Like, so I'm just going to take your word, and then what? So basically, I never received a refund for $30-something for a wig I never received. And they just didn't care. I replied back again. I was not rude, nothing. I was just like, hey, this is like, what are we going to do to make this right? Because I didn't receive it. I've been ordering wigs for several years from many sites. I do reviews. I'm not scamming you. I don't need your $30. You know, what? And they just never responded. So again, not to say you're going to have a bad experience with Ego Wigs, but that was my experience, and I will never use them again. Like, ever. Ever. So that's that. I hope this was helpful. If I missed out on something, like something that you guys recommend, and you want me to go check out their site or include it in another video, let me know in the comments. If there's another site that you don't recommend, like you've had a horrible experience, let me know in the comments so that I can include it next time. I like doing these kind of videos for you guys because I spend so much time doing stuff. I do not gatekeep information. So if you guys want to know something, just put it in the comments that you want me to do a video on XYZ. I will be doing more informational videos right now than wig reviews, just because there's so much stuff going on in my life, so it's harder to be like, ah. And it's freaking hot. Like, even in the house, I have the AC blowing. It's a brand new AC unit. It's still just so like humid and gross. I can't. That's why I took my wig off. So let me know what you guys want, what you guys thought of this video, and let me know if there's anything I missed. As always, thanks for hanging out and spending time with me. I will see you guys again soon. And thank you guys so much for all your support. Seriously, it means so much to me. I can't do it. My hands still work.